Welcome back to Houston's Morning Show. This morning we are helping you get the answers to your COVID-19 vaccine questions. And so we are joined live by Dr. Mouzoon to answer viewer questions about the COVID-19 vaccine. It is part of our Day of Action coverage. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. They are coming in fast. So let's go ahead and get straight to them. The first says, I have been fully vaccinated. I was supposed to have a medical procedure. They say I have to get a COVID test. Why? They say the COVID vaccination doesn't stop me from getting COVID, just from getting sick. If that's so, why are they pushing the public to get it? Then herd immunity doesn't exist. Immunity means immune.
So you can still inhale the COVID virus after you've been vaccinated, and it can set up a short-term residence in your nose. And the reason to be vaccinated before the procedure is really to protect the anesthesiologists. That exact advice is probably going to go away pretty soon because you really are a very low risk to others, but your hospital or where the procedure is going to be done just still has it in place. So a lot of people have heard about, people getting infected after the vaccine. What they should realize is they're not getting infections that send them to the hospital or make them very sick. They're just getting very local infections in their noses and maybe a few mild symptoms, and then their body clears the infection. So vaccines can't prevent you from inhaling the virus, but they can prevent you from going to the hospital or dying from COVID.
Okay, and you've probably heard about this one. It's been trending. This question here, why does a magnet get attached to the area where the vaccine was administered? I did not believe it until I tried it.
Well, magnets are only attracted to things that are made of iron, and those little flexible magnets can stick to your arm if you lick them or do just about anything to make them moist. It's not being attracted to anything in the vaccine. So that's a hoax, and you have to follow a very specific procedure to get that magnet to stick. You have more iron in your red blood cells in your arm than is in the vaccine. In fact, there isn't any iron in the vaccine. So magnets only are attracted to iron, and that's just a meme that's gone viral that really isn't related to the vaccine.
Gotcha. And we've got a two-part question here. Why is the COVID vaccine the only vaccine without a vaccine insert? I'd like to know all ingredients I'm injecting in my body. Shouldn't everyone be tested for antibodies before even thinking about getting the vaccine as well?
So the vaccine EUA does have a list of ingredients, and that EUA is taking the place of the insert until full FDA approval. So all that listed information is on the EUA, which you receive when you're vaccinated. And I forgot the second part of the question.
Okay. Shouldn't everyone be tested for antibodies before even thinking about getting the vaccine?
Many of us probably have been infected and have protection. The thing is, if you get a very mild infection, you may not have long-lived protection, and you still might be able to get a serious infection. We could test everybody, but it's really a waste of time and energy because the vaccine we know produces long-term protection. And we do recommend it for people who've had mild or asymptomatic infections. So that's the vast majority of people who've been infected have a milder infection. Even those who have had a very severe infection, if they've been treated with monoclonal antibodies to prevent them from dying or being hospitalized, those antibodies don't give long-term protection, and your own body may not develop its own antibodies because of that intervention. And so basically everybody who has had a mild infection should get vaccinated to produce long-term protection.
All right, good to know. Well, thanks so much for taking the time out to answer our viewer questions this morning. We appreciate it.